morning, everyone. It is 9 a.m. this morning at the regular Commissioners Court meeting on February the 10th, 2025. All commissioners are present. We have a quorum. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. We've got a good crowd. So first item we have be a prayer and pledge of allegiance.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for this court. Father, we ask you for much needed rain and continue to bless us and guide us. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item we have, number 4, is Andrea Rathmel with the Safer Path Violence Shelter. Discuss or take appropriate action to approve reading the Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month proclamation presented by Safer Path Family Violence Shelter. Good morning, ladies. Y'all come on up.
Judge, you forgot public comments.
Oh, my gosh, I'm sorry. Public comments. I apologize. I skipped that one. So Russell Prosifka, JP Precinct 4, wants to discuss some things this morning. Good morning, Judge. I apologize for skipping you.
Anyway,
I apologize.
that's okay. This will be brief. Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. I just want to make an announcement with the cooperation of the City of Pleasant loaning their Civic Center and the Pleasant Express for showing it. I've been in touch with the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse and the Alamo Area Teen Suicide Prevention Coalition. They're going to preview or show a film tomorrow evening at the Civic Center. It's called Angst. And it's raising awareness about anxiety, and it's for teenagers. It's also for parents and anybody else that may have depression or anxiety or any kind of mental, questionable mental status that they want to either learn more about or get resources for. I'll also have some tables there for vendors that can offer resources. On each one of the things that I gave you all, Commissioners, there's a QR code. If you can't make it in person, you can sign up to basically watch the Zoom presentation of this film. After that, they'll have a roundtable or a panel discussion from experts. We'll have light refreshments. I'm not feeding everybody, but I do have light refreshments, some water and cookies or something. And again, this is along the lines that I'm going to continue to do, is to combat teen suicide. And that's one of the things that I have to do with my job, that is the most unpleasant thing in the world, that I'm going to try to do what I can to stop. So y'all are invited, and hopefully the public's invited as well.
Judge, for the public, can you give the date and the time?
Tomorrow evening, February 11th at 6 p.m. at the Civic Center in Pleasanton. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge. Now we'll move on to item number 4 with Andrea Rathmel and the Safer Path Family Violence Shelter. Discuss or take appropriate action to approve the reading of the Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month proclamation presented by the Safer Path Family Violence Shelter. Ladies, you want to come up and make your presentation?
Thank y'all so much for having us here today. Like I said, my name is Andrea Rathmel. I'm with Safer Path Family Violence Shelter. As you read the proclamation, you'll kind of hear some of these things come up, but I wanted to talk to you about the importance of recognizing Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. Many adults statistically have reported that they don't really think it's a problem, and even if they knew that it was a problem, they didn't really know what to do about it, right? So we've got, in partnership with our Pleasanton High School here, to help raise awareness and not only give information to teens, but to also provide information to parents as well, so that everybody's on the same page and knows what to do about it. But I want to share with you some kind of shocking statistics that we do this with the students when we use a curriculum called Safe Dates, and we talk about red flags, dating abuse. But one of the statistics is that 80% of girls continue to date their dating partner after being physically abused, right? So these teen girls are in a relationship and 80% of them would continue to stay, right? We see this with adults as well. This early on intervention, right, it's Prevention Awareness Month, is super important. As a family violence shelter, we see the back end of that, right, the adult side of it. but we can't ignore how important it is to have this early on education and prevention. So thank y'all so much for having us today.
No problem. So we appreciate y'all and everything that your organization does. It's very, very effective. So the proclamation today is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Proclamation. Whereas 1 in 3 adolescents in the United States is a victim of physical, sexual, emotional, verbal abuse from a dating partner, a figure that far exceeds the rates of other types of youth violence. And whereas intimate partner violence often begins in adolescence as early as 6th grade, whereas high school students who experience physical violence in a dating relationship are more likely to use drugs and alcohol and are greater risk of suicide and are much more likely to carry patterns of abuse into future relationships. And whereas only 33% of teens who are in an abusive relationship ever tell anyone about the abuse, and 81% of parents surveyed either believe that teen dating violence is not an issue or admit that they did not know it is one. And whereas working with youth to help them build social emotional skills such as empathy, respect, healthy communication, and conflict resolution skills promotes the development and expectation of mutually respectful, caring, and nonviolent relationship. And whereas engaging teens and adults to promote social norms that support healthy relationships has great potential to transform our communities so that teen dating violence is not acceptable and everyone has access to the tools to intervene when they witness teen dating violence. And whereas they must together to create a world where every teen can live free of dating and sexual violence in their homes, schools, and communities. Now therefore be resolved that Weldon P. Coon and Atascosa County Commissioners Court do hereby proclaim February 25th, 2025 as Teen Dating Violence Awareness Prevention Month throughout Atascosa County.
Move for
Thank you.
approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you. You ladies want a picture with this?
Absolutely.
Okay, come on up. Don't want to shift that way a little bit.
Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3. One more on 3, 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three. One more.
That's part of my job.
2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you. Thank you. You guys, bye-bye. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay.
We'll move on to item number 5. Sarah Evans, discuss or take appropriate action on the approval of proclamation to officially recognize Career and Technology Education Month in Atascosa County. The proclamation is being presented by the Pleasanton High School Career and Technical Education Department with the support of its student and staff leaders in celebration of CTE Month.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Bet.
I'm Sarah Evans, Career and Technical Education Coordinator for Pleasanton High School. Today I have with me Jocelyn Ramirez, our President of our Skills USA and Police Explorers Chief, Maribel Cerillo, our President of Business Professionals of America, Chloe Nishwitz, our President of FFA, and Pearl Sosa, President of Health Occupation Students Association. And those are our 4 career and technical education organizations we have at the high school. Career and technical education courses are so very important because they help students develop job skills and learn about different career paths and gain experience through internships and apprenticeships. CTE graduates have a wide-ranging impact on economy and communities, and over 90% of our students at Pleasanton High School are enrolled in a CTE path. We offer 13 different CTE paths at Pleasant High School in various different fields. We offer 3 under our ag program. We have our health science. We have law enforcement, culinary arts, digital communications, business, marketing, and finance, law enforcement, health and wellness. I think I've named them all. Did I hit all of them? Okay. And so I'm just going to let each one of them briefly tell you about their student organization and activities. Okay. Who's first? Okay.
Hello, good morning. As Ms. Evans stated, my name is Maribel Cedillo, and I'm president of Business Professionals of America, otherwise known as BPA. BPA focuses its efforts towards students who are interested in marketing, business, or technological careers. We have certain certifications that are offered at PHS or through nationals if students make it that far when competing. Some of our club activities that we do is we hold weekly meetings, we participate locally, we have Christmas and end of the year celebrations. We also do various stuff with HOSA, like corn mazes for the students and everything, and we also offer leadership camps for the students. Some of the competitions we offer include accounting, word processing, global marketing, small business team management, and health research presentation, which all dive into the various classes that we have here at PHS. We participate locally in community service activities such as Mary on Main and district events, which are primary Go See Reading Night and the high school trick-or-treating. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next is Chloe.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chloe Neschwitz. I'm the president of Pleasanton FFA. So Pleasanton offers various ag classes that you can take related to FFA. We have a really big program called it's floral design, so you get to like make floral arrangements, and then we sell them to people in the community. We have classes you can take to learn about animals, and then we also have classes for Ag Mech so that kids can make projects and put them in the county show and stuff. You can earn various certifications in FFA. We have some certified veterinary assistant, IBC, hunter's education certification, and then your TSFA floral certification. We participate in various club activities, which include contests, stock show, monthly meetings, attend leadership camps, state convention, banquets, and community service projects. So the competitions that you can take in FFA are CDEs, LDEs, and SAEs. So CDEs stand for Career Development Events. These are competitive events that help students develop skills for college and careers. LDEs are leadership development events where students develop leadership skills, and then SAEs are supervised agricultural experiences, and these are hands-on work-based learning opportunities like showing animals or doing an internship. Community service things that we do are the San Antonio Rodeo School Tours, Project Linus, canned food drives, Barn Buddies, and the Young Farmers Rodeo. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pearl Sosa. I am the president for HOSA at Pleasanton High School. Some things about HOSA, we have many health classes that students can take related to HOSA, starting with anatomy and physiology. Medical terminology is heavy. We learn all the terms that are essential for the health environment. We have CNA, CMA. We have our first EMT class this year. We also have a PCT class, and we also can get certified in phlebotomy. And yeah, we are very thankful to have Pleasanton and have HOSA allow us to get these certifications. We do lots of activities within our club. We have lots of blood drives. We have spring competition, fall competition. We do monthly meetings with our members, and then we also award them through parties, drawings, prizes. We try to keep our freshmen active, and we participate in lots of school activities, such as the fall festivals. We have trick-or-treats and all that kind of good stuff. We just had competition. We had a fall competition, which students competed in online testing. So those are things like medical terminology, medical spelling. They practiced really hard, and I was very proud of them. We just finished our spring competition / leadership competition, These competitions allow the students to experience and learn new things while networking with others interested in similar fields of study. The competitions offer chances for students to explore their interests and skills, which in turn provides them with insight on what it is they would like to pursue after high school. We recently had a freshman who competed in physical therapy. He was learning it and he found out that he loved that, and he's interested in doing that for his career, his future career. And some skills in there were related to CNA. So we were very thankful that we had our CNA program to prepare him for that competition. And I'm just so thankful that he found out his passion and what he really wants to do. We do lots of community service. We've had food drives. We've done a blanket and sock drive. We donated that to the Special Needs Corps and the Retama South Nursing Home. We are currently doing a bedsheet drive for our Safer Path, and we've done blood pressure readings at the park and toy drives for the Peace for Pieces Special Needs Corps. And our next blood drive will be on March 7th. We hope all of y'all could make it out there and support us. We recently had a blood shortage, and we were thankful that we had lots of volunteers. As you know, one donation can save up to 3 lives, and so we are very heavy on our blood drives. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I'm president of the Skills USA team and the Police Explorers. Some classes you can take is like Law Enforcement 1 and 2 and Forensic Science if you want to be a CSI. So basically, law enforcement teaches you about the basic skills that you need to be a police officer or really anything like law-wise. I wanted to be a lawyer at first, but then I started shifting to be a police officer because I like the way they work, I guess. And my teacher got us gear, and we started competitions. Some certifications that we can get is a private security level 1 and 2, emergency dispatch certification, and we also get dual credit hours. Some club activities we do is police exploring, so we'll go to the park, we'll search like classrooms, and like we'll run like little scenarios. And there's also law enforcement competitions, so we do building search competitions. We go into a building and we basically find people and we search them for like guns and drugs, and yeah, so basically it like gets us ready for the future if you want to be a police officer. There's also Criminal Justice Quiz Bowl. I also competed in that actually this Friday, and we went to, I believe it was Kennedy, and we basically get asked questions about law and the penal code, so we learned about that along the way. And then there's also felony stops, which cops do, so we work on those. And then we also participate in local parades like Mary on Main, and Blue Santa, stuff like that. Our competitions are, they consist of district-wide schools competing in multiple events within the law area. So teams can be solo, or they can go up to 4 or 5. It really helps you get to know one another, and team builds everyone, and it just really helps that. And then there's also 3D crime scene modeling and tactical response. So basically, it's almost the same as building search, but it's more physical. And the crime scene model, it's really just you're building a model of crime scene. And you're basically like setting a picture of what happened, and I guess helping out. I think it connects to CSI. And some community service things that we do is alert training with the local Pleasanton PD. We'll go into the elementary and we'll do like scenarios. We do participate in Blue Santa every year. We do local parades. We do the Halloween haunted house with the Pleasanton PD. We do trick-or-treating at the primary. And we also do a golf tournament to raise money for Blue Santa. And that is it. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. And I'd also like to thank Ms. Janie Olivari, our Career and Technical Education Department Chair, for joining us this morning. Okay.
So you've got a proclamation you want us to entertain, correct?
Yes.
Whereas February 1st through the 28th, 2025 has been designated Career Technical Education Month by the Association of Career and Technical Education, and whereas CTE offers students the opportunity to gain academic, technical, and employability skills necessary for true career readiness, and whereas students in CTE programs participate in authentic, meaningful experiences that improve the quality of their education and increase the engagement and achievement, and whereas CTE provides students with career exploration opportunities early in the educational experience, which enables them to make informal and beneficial decisions about their academic coursework and pursue established programs of study and career pathways, and whereas leaders from business and industry nationwide report increasing challenges related to addressing the skill gap and connecting qualified professionals with careers in critical and growing CTE-related fields such as advanced manufacturing, cybersecurity, energy, healthcare, information technology, and transportation, and whereas CTE prepares students for these and other fulfilling careers by offering integrated programs of study that link secondary and post-secondary education and lead to the attainment of industry and recognized credentials, and whereas CTE programs ensure that employees have access to a qualified and thriving workforce, ensuring our nation in a strong and competitive economy. Therefore, I, Weldon P. Coon, and Atascosa County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim February 1st through 28th, 2025 as CTE month. Congratulations.
So moved.
Would you like the picture?
Need a motion?
Oh, you made the motion? Okay, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, ma'am. I hit myself today on everything.
Another one on 3, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank y'all very much.
Hope you enjoy it. Okay, item number 6, Constable Medina, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the 2024 racial profiling report for Precinct 1. Is Constable Medina here? What do y'all want to do? Wanna put it
Anybody heard
next
from him?
meeting?
Has anybody heard from him?
I haven't heard from him.
No?
I'll tell you what, let's just pass on that and put it on the next meeting. We'll figure it out, okay? We did something for him at the last meeting. That was Andy. Oh, that was Andy? Okay. Okay. We'll just move it to the next meeting. Item number 7, Sarah Reen, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Shelter Director, existing employees, Craig Talent, position licensed vet tech, pay rate $23.08 hourly, salary budget area 012-477-402. Start date will be February 10th today. Physical and drug test not applicable, current employee. Motion made by Commissioner Bowen. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, existing employee Jared Martinez, position assistant vet tech, pay rate to be $21.92 hourly. Salary budget area is 012-477-404. Start date will be today. Physical and drug test not applicable.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 8, Kathy Sider, Election Administrator. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee, Nazul Gomez, position election clerk, pay rate $19 hourly. Salary budget area is 012-435-402. Start date will be today. Physical and drug tests are pending. Good morning, Ms. Sider.
Good morning. Mr. Gomez comes to us from Bear County Elections. Their losses are gained. They didn't have a spot for a permanent position, and they referred him over to me, and he is fantastic. His IT skills and what he will bring to our office will be greatly beneficial to us.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, item number 9, Kathy Sider, Election Administrator. Discuss or take appropriate action to order a special election to be held May 3rd, 2025 on the proposition of addition of territory to Atascosa County Emergency Services District 1 by annexation of additional territory described in Exhibit A, Rossville Volunteer Fire Department Service Area, to Atascosa County ESD Number 1, and authorization to impose a tax not to exceed the rate allowed by Section 48-E, Article 3 of the Texas Constitution pursuant to Health and Safety Code, and to assume its proportionate share of the outstanding debts and taxes of Atascosa County Emergency Service District 1, and is added to the district. General Manager Matthew Deere for ASTEC Number 1. Yes, ma'am.
ESD 1 would like to extend their boundaries, and we will need an order of election to hold that election in May.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion?
So what is this gonna include now? What town?
The Rossville area.
Just Rossville.
I believe it's 110 square miles, 109.
So I may have missed something on it, but,
It's the first I've heard of it, too.
okay, what about Poteet and Lemming and
This is ESD 1.
Second one.
that's a separate ESD?
This is
Correct.
the current ESD, and they're expanding to include the Rossville area into the Lytle ESD. The next item is
Into
a
the
new
Lytle,
ESD.
okay,
The
okay.
next item is a new ESD for Poteet Lemming.
Okay,
Well, is part of Rossville in the new ESD that's coming forward? No, completely separate, okay. All right, is there any further discussion?
that makes sense. Okay,
All those in favor? That motion carries.
thank you.
Item 10, Kathy Sider, Election Administrator. Discuss and take appropriate action to order a special election to be held May 3rd, 2025 on the proposition of creation of Atascosa County Emergency Service District Number 2, and authorization to impose a tax not to exceed the rate allowed by Section 48-E, Article 3 of the Texas Constitution pursuant to the Health and Safety Code. Ms. Sider?
This is an order of election to have the voters vote to create the ESD 2.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sider. Item number 11, Sheriff Guerra. Discuss and take appropriate action on the presentation of the 2024 Racial Profiling Report. Thanks, guys. Morning, Sheriff.
Cleaned out.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. You have your profiling report that you want to enter to the minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I do. I think you have received a copy this morning?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, sir.
Is there a motion? Motion made by Commissioner Bowen. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 12, Sheriff Guerra. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Joseph Dickey, Patrol Deputy. Pay rate moved to Tier 1 at $28.62 hourly, $125 a month uniform allowance. Continue the one-year agency probation. Salary budget area is 012-440-410. Start date will be February 15th, and physical drug test not applicable. Sheriff?
Deputy Dickey met his 90-day probation, so we're moving up to Tier 1 pay.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next item is existing employee Yancy Bays. A position corrections officer, moved to tier 1, $25.27 hourly, $120 a month uniform allowance, continue one-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562. Start date will be February 16th, 2025, current employee. Sheriff?
Same situation, Judge. She's met her probationary period.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Existing employee Brandon Gonzalez, correction officer, moved to tier 1 at $25.27 hourly, $120 uniform allowance, continue the one-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-560. Start date will be February 16th, 2025, current employee.
Judge, it's same situation except the budget number is a mistake on it. It should be 562
Okay.
instead of the 560.
Okay, so the salary budget area is 012-442-562.
Yes, sir.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, existing employees, Matthew Miller, Max Peralta, Eric Kaiser, Wayne Stratton, Gavin Lindsay, Albert Garza, Robert Newman, Stephen Wilson, Zuchi Chia, Timothy Chalice, and John Strauss. Their positions are, I assume, investigators.
Yes, sir.
And their pay rate to be moved from 86-hour fluctuating to 80-hour fluctuating. Salary budget area is 012-440-410, and the start date on that will be February 16th. Sheriff?
Judge, this year, we should have taken care of this last pay period, but it was overlooked to move them from 86 to 80 on their 2-week pay period.
Right.
And also, I was told something about the budget line.
Just strike that one from the record, the salary budget area, because they do have different lines, and that really doesn't matter for what y'all are approving. Because y'all are just moving their, how many hours they, from the 86 to the 80. So the budget area, just strike that from,
Okay, so remove the budget area.
thank you.
Got that? Okay.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is any further discussion? This is done because of the 2-week pay period.
Yes.
We're correcting some of the stuff in the past. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thanks, Sheriff. Item number 13, Brittany Van Creur, Rural Development. Discuss and take appropriate action on personnel. Existing employee Victoria Davis, position permit coordinator, pay rate $25.96 per hour. Salary budget area is 012-472-408. Start date will be today. Current employee. Good morning.
Good morning. Mrs. Davis passed her OSSF DR exam on the first try, which is next to unheard of, so we are crazy proud of her, and moving her up to the top of her tier for her position.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 14, Brittany Van Creur, Rural Development. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval of the Trinity Acres final plat on Stevens Road and Sanctuary Lane in Precinct 2. Ms. Van Creur?
Yes, sir, this is just the final plat for Trinity Acres. I believe it is 6 lots on this one, all in Precinct 2.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item 15, discuss take appropriate action considering approval or denial of the Somerset Valley subdivision on Sanctuary Lane in Precinct 2.
Yes, sir, I missed a clarification. This is actually the final plat for the Somerset Valley subdivision in Sanctuary Lane. There's a lot happening out in this area, but this subdivision has also met all the qualifications of our office and recommend approval.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 16, Brittany Van Creur, Rural Development. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the Somerset Estates final plat on Stevens Road in Precinct 2. Ms. Van Creur?
Yeah, this is almost right across the street from Sanctuary Lane, and this also has met all the approval of our office and recommend approval.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 17, Brittany Van Creur. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the road bore permit for saws on Stacy Road in Precinct 2. Ms. Van Creur?
Yes, this is a unique situation that Ms. Elise has been helping me with. SAWS is laying new water lines for the Primrose Estates subdivision there off of Stacy Road. As they were trying to lay in a specific section of Stacy Road, they discovered some fiber lines. So they are actually requesting to lay the pipe in street on Stacy Road, and they will repave the area that they messed up to lay the pipe. So we have, with Ms. Elise's help, corrected the permit to reflect what they're trying to do, and it's coming before you for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 18, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the Merrill Gomez Edition preliminary plat on Lozano Road in Precinct 3. Ms. Van Kuren?
Yes, sir. This one is really simple, just a kind of basically a swap of land between neighbors. This is just the preliminary plat. The final will be coming to y'all hopefully in the next Commissioner's Court.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 19, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the temporary water line permit for EOG on County Road 413 for .96 miles in Precinct 4. Ms. Van Kuren?
Yes, sir. This one is, they're running 3 lines concurrently inside a single casing on County Road 413, and they're just seeking approval.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Item number 20, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the temporary water line permit for EOG on County Road 413, one line in Precinct 4.
Yes, sir. On the opposite side of the road, they are running just a single line to a different station.
Okay.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
That's all for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, item number 21, Justin Vasquez, IT, discuss or take appropriate action concerning enrolling in the state-mandated cybersecurity awareness training course provided by TAC and authorizing the county judge to sign the enrollment form. Justin?
Good morning. Something we have to do every year, mandated by the state. TAC does, as of last year, charge $5 per user to use their certified, state-certified course, but it's the best and cheapest option we have, so.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 22, Justin Vasquez of IT, discuss and take appropriate action concerning accepting a quote from Liftoff LLC for Microsoft licensing in the amount of $106,051.92 and transferring our license from SHI to Liftoff. Agreement has been reviewed by the county attorney. Mr. Vasquez?
Good morning. This is for our annual Microsoft licensing. It occurred to me this morning that because this amount is over $50,000, I'm not sure if we need to go out for an RFP on this. Maybe our county attorney could chime in here. She has read the agreement, but I can also speak to the benefits of moving to Liftoff. For our Microsoft licensing, they offer a lot of features that SHI does not. Do you have anything to add?
Do we have any others that can service this in this area?
There are a lot of vendors that can sell Microsoft licensing. So it's not proprietary to them. I mean, some of the software services that they offer as far as like health checks, regular maintenance, and just helping us manage the service, I think they're one of the only ones that has offered to do that from the ones I've talked to.
Okay. Usually if it's a sole source in our area, then you don't need to bid it out. If we didn't do so, then we may want to do so, but we've already got this estimate in here, and so now the price is there. I can look at that, but we can approve it pending compliance with procurement.
Approve it pending county approval? County attorney approval?
With the procurement.
Okay.
Motion. But, sorry, if you want, I can go over some of the the benefits of what they're offering us to improve our security in our email, if you want me to.
Is it in language we would understand?
Let me ask you a question. Are we in a bind to get this adopted today?
So our license expires March 31st. I was just trying to get ahead of it.
Okay, why don't y'all make sure it's all right before we take any action on this day and come back at the next meeting?
Okay.
That way y'all have time to do it and you got time to clarify everything on it, okay?
Sure.
Is that fair enough? Is that all right with commissioners?
Table it.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to table it, item 22 until they've done their research and come back with a later date.
Motion made by Commissioner Glacier, table, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez. Item 23, County Attorney Molly Solis, clarification of the terms of previously approved constable vehicle lease agreements. Ms. Solis?
Thank you. So I wanted to just clarify on the constable vehicle lease agreements where we lease to have them use it, their personal vehicle as their constable vehicle for county business. It is also covered for their personal use under the county insurance, but the lease covers in the event that there is an accident while personal use, that they would be the ones to pay the deductible, and that would come before you to decide. But it does cover their personal use. I think I had said that they had their own personal policy that would remain in place. I misspoke. It was actually in this insurance, but they would cover the deductible.
Make a motion to pass the.
There's no action. I just wanted to update y'all and clarify.
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Item number 24, Tracy Barrera, the auditor, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the trade-in of the following item for Road and Bridge Precinct 4, 2016 Ham Pneumatic GRW 180-10 roller, serial number H2280038, for a trade-in value of $13,725 to Romco Equipment Company. This trade will go against the purchase of a 2020 Volvo PTR 240 pneumatic compactor, manufacturer serial number 352097, with 440 hours on it for the amount of $63,175. Total cost after trade-in will be $49,450. This purchase will be on the Texas Buy Board contract number 685-22 and will be charged to the Road and Bridge Precinct 4 budget. Ms. Burrow?
Good morning. This just needs to be approved because he's trading in a piece of equipment. Commissioners Court has to approve any trade-ins for anybody, anywhere. So if you have any questions, Commissioner.
Any question?
Get a motion?
Make a
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 26, Tracy Barrera, discuss take appropriate action on approving the annual software renewal, 3/5/2025 to 3/4/2026 from ESRI, quote number 26253617, in the amount of $4,618.39. Software renewal is for the Atascosa County Rural Development Department. Ms. Barrera?
Yes, this comes to me every year for renewal. It has gone up, but she increased her licenses since she has more staff, so.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, item number 26 is myself, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the HUD Section 3 presentation of the TXCDBG County CDV 23-0227 grant. Ms. Garza, you want to make that presentation for us?
Good morning. I believe the slide deck should be presented on the screens here in a bit, but I will just briefly start by saying that the presentation is the HUD Section 3 goals that briefly describe the implementation of how Linkford, which is the grant writer for this specific grant, will be tracking Section 3 workers for the administration and construction contracts for this specific project. So the county had recently received the following grant award, CDV 23-0227, in the amount of $500,000. The project is to install a 100,000-gallon storage tank, cooling tower, filter pumps, piping, electrical and related components for the water treatment plant at 3430 County Road 407, and it should say Campbellton in the Fashing-Peggy area. The grant is funded through the Community Development Block Grant via the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, and the TDA, Texas Department of Agriculture. As a condition of funding, the county must comply with Section 3 of Housing and Urban Development Act of 1968. To the greatest extent feasible, the grant recipients must direct economic opportunities generated by CDBG funds to low and very low income persons. In part, this means that ensuring that Section 3 businesses have the information to submit a bid or proposal for the project, and Section 3 workers have information about any available job opportunities related to the project. A company may qualify as Section 3 business if it is owned by a low-income person, it is owned by Section 8 assisted housing residents, or 75% of all labor hours for the business in a 3-month period are performed by Section 3 workers. And then they also added links to where Section 3 workers can access the registration link. The project is expected to include the following contracting opportunities, 2 of which have already been filled. The grant administration services has been filled by Langford Associates. That procurement process was done back in 2023. The engineering services also was identified in 2023. I believe we had a 3-person committee reviewing 6 engineer firms in which Cope Engineering was selected for this project. And then the construction company is to be awarded. I'm assuming Langford will give us procurement steps once we get to that point. You may qualify as a Section 3 worker if your annual income is below the county threshold for your family size, you are a current or recent youth build participant, and again, more registration information links provided in this presentation, which will also be added on our website. Langford also gave us a mapping in which the Section 3 workers that reside in this near the project location may qualify as targeted Section 3 workers, and you can reference the map for that. Langford will track all hours worked on this project based on the 3 categories of workers, including all workers, Section 3 workers, and targeted Section 3 workers based on the location in the map. And then additional links to different policies in which Langford has been sending us different policies that we need to have on our website, posted on county doors, in which Anna Martin has been our point of contact. Tracy and Judge have been tracking all of the procurement process as we've continued to get to this point.
That needed to be into the minutes, right? Is that correct? Okay.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Garza. Item number 27, myself, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the updated membership of the Courthouse Security Committee. The new members include County Attorney Molly Solis, County Sheriff Jake Guerra, County Court at Law Bob Brendel, Justice of Peace Rusty Pacifica, and they will all join the current members of the District Judge Dillingham, myself, and Courthouse Security Lieutenant Norman Jordan, and IT Director Justin Vasquez.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 28, myself, discuss and take appropriate action to approve the proposed revisions of the personal leave policy regarding the equitable distribution of personal leave hours for employees working 8-hour, 12-hour, and 24-hour shifts, effective date January 1st, 2025. So what this is clarification of the wording in the document. We did it before on the other item. This is the one item we accidentally worked through. I don't like retroactive stuff, but it really is already in effect. We're just clarifying the wording.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? Hopefully this is the last clarification item we have till we have another policy change. All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 29, update take action concerning judge, commissioners, other elected officials, training course certifications, and record any hours, certificates in the Commissioners Court minutes and other documents not related to the education need to be filed with the court records. Commissioner Gillespie completed 24 hours of continuing education at the 2025 V.G. Young Institute of County Government Seminar for newly elected county judges, commissioners, and College Station on January 14th through 17th, 2025. And Commissioner Pavelic completed 24 hours of education at the 2025 V.G. Young Institute of County Government Seminar for newly elected county judges, commissioners, and College Station, also on January 14th through 17th, 2025.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, this time we're going to go into executive session. It is 9:50 a.m. The regular session of Atascosa County Commissioners Court will now recess in order to convene an executive session according to Texas Government Code 551.071, consultation with attorney, 551.074, personnel matters, and 551.072, deliberation regarding real estate. Items A, discuss consideration the HR Director Committee recommendation candidate for HR Director position. Item B, deliberate the sale of real property owned by Atascosa County. And item C, deliberate the sale of a modular building owned by Atascosa County. Again, it is 9:50 a.m. and we'll recess into executive session. It's 10:43 a.m. We recessed from executive session. Now we're back into open session. And item number A is discuss and consider action to authorize the HR Director Committee Chair to begin the hiring process for the recommended candidate for the HR Director position.
Your Honor, I make a motion to authorize the HR Director Committee, their recommendation to go ahead and hire the individual that they had brought to us in an executive session.
Okay? Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie to make the offer. Seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Item B, discuss consideration action regarding the sale of real property in Atascosa County.
You were gonna exclude yourself from it. You need you're gonna exclude from it, right?
Yeah, but after, on the vote I am.
Okay. So I make a motion to, being the judge is not gonna be a part of it, I'm gonna step in as a judge pro tem, and myself and the realtor, which is Clifton Share, to do some negotiating with the landowners that are around it, who are wanting to purchase the land, about the dollars per acre. We're gonna go into negotiation with them, and so I make the motion to put myself in the place of Judge Cood on that with Clifton Share.
Second that.
I'm out. You're making a motion.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
You want me to chair the committee on it? You want me to chair it still? 'Cause I'm out of it
I mean,
completely.
okay, then a motion has been made and seconded. Those in favor?
And I'm gonna abstain.
Motion's passed and all four commissioners.
And the reason for my abstention is this guy's making the offer as a customer of mine, and I'm not gonna get in a conflict. Item C, discuss and take appropriate action regarding the sale of a modular building owned by Atascosa County.
Make a motion to accept we considered in a closed session about a $10 donation of the building to who is it to? I don't remember. I didn't have it written down.
What's that question?
Who is it going to? It's not on there.
Atascosa Rural Health.
To Atascosa Rural Health. It's the old PDO building that we used to have that the Public Defender's Office was in. And they're in need of it, and it is not doing us any good. And we need the parking lot. It sits over here. We need the parking space during the big juries and stuff, so make a motion to push forward with this.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. And that motion is to sell that building to Atascosa Rural Health for $10 under consideration, with approval by by the county attorney's office.
Correct.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, that concludes all of our executive session. Item number 32, discuss and take appropriate action to accept and approve all invoices and payroll.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Yes, ma'am.
Can you state the claim number of the payroll?
Is it process number 14?
Yes.
All this is changing. Process number 14? Okay, claim number 14 and claim number 15. These are new forms we're working through, so I want to make sure we're right. Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 33, discuss, review, and action any reports submitted. Do we have any? None at this time. And item number 34, comments from Commissioners Court. No action can be taken. The next Commissioners Court meeting is set for Monday, February 24th, 2025. Commissioners?
I have nothing.
Okay. To let y'all know that I met in Austin this week with Representative McLaughlin on several issues regarding Atascosa County, and I got to tell you, he's working really hard up there and doing a good job from what I can see. We also Joe Eustace and I spent about an hour with Norman Garza on some economic development stuff that he's going to send Joe some information on and work through. That's been a good thing for us. We're moving forward with the Sheriff's Office and the Tax Office. Over here, the pre-construction conferences have been done, and you're going to see construction going on both buildings pretty quick. We think both of them should take about 8 months to complete, which hopefully all finished up by the end of this year. Maybe we have cookies over there by the Christmas, I don't know. And that's all I have. We don't have anything else. We have a post detention board meeting after this. Meeting's adjourned.